A group of assembly members in the Ashanti region say payment of allowances to assembly members will deal with the corruption in the local government system. Flag bearer for the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, launching his manifesto dubbed the People's Manifesto, promised his government, when voted or if voted, will cut the number of ministers to pay allowances to assembly members. According to some assembly members, most of them have aligned themselves to district chief executives and technocrats, paving way for their staff of the assembly to milk the assemblies since they reneged on their supervisory roles. Assembly member for Asempa Naye electoral area, Emmanuel Kobitumfor, addressing the media in Kumasi, says dealing with corruption in the local government system is a giant step towards national development.
Ladies and gentlemen, payment of allowances, let me emphasize, monthly payment of allowances to the assembly members will provide us with the needed financial support to discharge our functions satisfactorily. The allowances, to some extent, could eschew some of us as an assembly members from seeking petty office or falling for petty favors from the executives of the assemblies, and thereby compromising our authority to demand accountability. Because we are not paid, because we don't receive any financial support from the central government, the DCs and the technocrats take advantage of the situation and they do whatever they want to do. Because when you go for meetings, you know that it is the DC who's going to give you allowance. But if the government decides to pay us allowances, we will know that we are autonomous. We are there for the people and we work for the people. Ladies and gentlemen from the press, I will serve as the allowance will serve as a recognition of our effort, which will motivate and energize us to work harder to deepen our decentralization system. We therefore welcome the policy. We wholeheartedly welcome the policy from the NDC Youth government to continue in their manifesto with joy and enthusiasm, and pray fervently for its realization.
So the Constitutional Review Committee in 2010 proposed a regular salary for assembly members, but then the NDC government at the time refused to grant approval. The NDC in 2012 manifesto, in which the party had indicated its government would pay assembly members, never actually materialized after they gained victory. Mr. Kobitumfor explains why he continues to trust the flag bearer of the NDC to redeem this promise if elected.
To pay allowances in 2012, but he couldn't. And I am saying that Mahama had priorities. Economists will say scale of preference. So he considered his priorities. And let me say that for me, in my district, Afuano Southeast, we were not having free SHS. We were not having SHS in the district. But through the initiative of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, E-Block is there. So I believe that he looked at that angle before. He saw that if assembly members are empowered, they cannot build the E-Block. So he has to build the E-Block first, build the infrastructures first, so that the allowances given to assembly members will not be burdened.